Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. You know, I have been thinking about this woman, Larsa, and all the flack she's going through because she's dating, what's his name, baby Crone?
Marcus Jordan.
Marcus Jordan, who is 32 years old.
They are 17 years apart.
Okay, that's what I think the problem is. So anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. So what the problem is, the people have a problem with Larsa being 17 years older than him. She just have a problem. They just have a problem with it. You know, it's so curious because for so long we lived in a culture where older men, look at Anna Nicole. Many times we see older women, young, older men. What's his name? They had the house with the sex and all of that. Some people would go there, and he had the Playboy bunnies, and anyway, he had a house. You all know exactly who I'm talking to. My mind can't think when I'm rushing like this, but let me get to the point. So people have a problem with it, but as long as a man Hugh Hefner, people have a problem when women do things. But you know what? This is a new day and a new time. She is no longer with Scottie Pippen. That is her life to do what it is she wants to do. She was with him for 20-something years? They didn't make it. I had just said the other day that you can be with someone and maybe your number ran out, or maybe it's just not there, or maybe they was not yours for the purpose, or maybe you got married for the wrong things. Who knows? Who cares? At the end of the day, neither one of them seemed like they unhappy. She's dating him. He's 32. What is going to happen? What? She's going to straddle him with a whole bunch of kids? I'm believing her kids are pretty much grown. What is this? Look, I don't know why I would be so humiliated if my life was plastered over and I have men gawking at my relationship with this young man that I adore, that I am compatible with, and not only that, cosmically we are connected. In other words, we written that way. It was meant to be, whether you want to agree with it or not. So one of them could be, what do you call it?
Soulmate.
One of them could be called as a soulmate. When the way that they are on the cosmic wheel shows that they were destined to meet and have this combustion. They are compatible. They are opposite. But he is above, she's below. She's water, he's
earth.
Water and earth, they work well together. Too feminine. Earth is stronger than water. They are both powerful, like air and fire. So please, when we do this, what will be, right, baby?
Yes.
What do you have to say?
What I have to say is that it's interesting because their age difference adds up to an 8. So if you think about it, this could be like a transforming time for them.
For both of them, as I said, yes. Transfer. Very good, baby Crone.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And also because...
And a time to move on and move away from mama and daddy way of thinking. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's transformative. It's time to grow up. It's time to think what it is that I want. What do I want to do? What I want my legacy to be? How I want to end this world? How she's at that place in her life. And he's at that place of, I don't know. Why? Because he is the GOAT. And so he is the GOAT. He used to being in lofty places. He probably deal well with older women. He probably deal with younger women. They probably like, because he need mental stimulation. He's business minded. His father knows just by him being the GOAT, he's not stupid. He can't be played. Why? He's the devil himself if you look at it. He is the ram, the goat. He is that thing that just escaped. He is not nothing to play with. So you got to understand, they've been in the same circles. It was only a matter of time for destiny crossed their path. Why? Because it was destiny that they met. It was written in the stars. Okay.
You got a card sitting on the side.
Thank you, baby Crone. Okay, thank you, baby Crone.
You're
Did that
welcome.
make sense, baby Crone?
Yes, it did.
Do you want to add something to it? Am I giving them? So if it's a, who cares? You know, let them be. They'll be what they be.
And their relationship has been public for 7 months.
Isn't that horrible? Who cares? Oh, this woman, she's 17 years. I mean, I can understand people having a problem with it, but this is one of the things that's so wonderful. We should all be able to date and be who we want to be in these days. We should not be so trivial people. Can we grow up? There are greater things to concern ourselves with. Wouldn't we rather see her happy with this 32-year-old man and feeling secure? And wouldn't we like to see this 32-year-old man happy with this 49-year-old woman feeling grounded and secure because she knows how to love him? I mean, when I see him, they just be beaming.
Yeah, I mean, she's a Cancer after all.
And what would his father care about him? He's a 32. Do you really think his father care who he date? I mean, the way you all carry on like the father had dated this woman. That's what I thought it was.
Yes.
You're talking about because the father and the ex-husband wasn't friends. I can't. It's ridiculous. The things we find to jibble jabble jubble over about. Girl, what's her name? Larsa?
Yes.
Do you, boo? What's his name?
Marcus.
Marcus, do you? Y'all grown. Let it do what you do. Well, here I see a wand, and that's what they do. They're like kids. They just young right now. And because they so you, well, I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna have to do this again because I wasn't concentrating. And who am I doing a reading on?
You're doing a reading on Larsa Pippen.
Okay, I'm doing a reading on Larsa Pippen. If that card was meant to come back, it'll come back. I forgot what I was doing a reading on. And so when I threw it out, I got lost with the card. So I couldn't keep it. Okay, I'm going to go through the meeting right here. This is what I'm going to pick. Here, this is what I got. This is going to represent Larsa Pippen, and this is the King of Swords. Now, you know, this is a King of Swords. So this is the King, and this is the King of Swords. And also it's a King of Fire. So what I see here is someone that's very passionate and will fight to the bitter end. So the fight to have him is no problem for her. She's like, I know how to fight. I know how to put up a good fight and still hold on to my dignity. She said because she feels as though she have done nothing wrong. And she said that the world can judge, but it's about her happiness. And she's saying she don't regret anything. Like she ain't regretting where she come from. It ain't got nothing to do with that. She's just moving on with her life. And she met this man and he make her feel real good. And so the world don't like it. Of course they don't. Now, so this is where she's a fighter, but she's passionate. Okay, it flew out. And here we have the Fool. So right now, what we have is this woman. She's strong, she feisty, she gonna stand what she believes. But right now, this is a wild card for her too. She's like, I'm on a fool's journey. She said, this could devastate me. She's like, I know all the things I've heard. He's younger than me. She said, I done looked at all of them. I looked at how young he is, how he could hurt me, he could use me. How could we get in the way of him having a baby? She said, I done looked at everything. And I'm nervous. But I love him and I want a chance because she's believing in herself. She's like, I got another shot at it. I'd rather take 10 years, 5 years and be happy than to not even try. Wow. What do you think, baby Crone? She's on a fool's journey. She's like, I don't know, I'm scared too.
Trying something new in her life.
Yeah, this is like I'm jumping off the bridge. I've never done nothing like this before. I'm being chewed and eaten. And she said, and if it wasn't for him looking at me and keeping me steady and keeping me believing and keeping me having hope, she wouldn't do it. Because it's both of them. He wants her. It's not her robbing the cradle of an infidel. He's spiritual minded. He's a goat. He is not stupid. He's probably educated. He knows what he wants. And what I'm getting is he loves dealing with older women. He gets along with them better. This is not a big deal. Maybe this time he went over but I don't think his father's shocked by none of his behavior. Because if he wasn't into older women, he wouldn't have been with her. Oh, my people. Oh, my people. So let's read what the card said. I done strained my phone. So I need to calm down. Baby Crone, you're supposed to be telling me calm down. Honestly, it's just my passion. It seems like whenever a woman does something, it's like we get gobbled up. And
yes.
and for what? For love. And for love's sake, each mistake, all you forgave. That's what I felt. And for both of us, learn to trust, not run away. Isn't that something? Beautiful. Baby Crone.
Yes.
Did you get me high?
No. Yes, I did.
Because, sometimes I have a little bit of tote.
Yes.
And I was wondering why my mouth was so dry. And why things start to feel a little funny. But that was good because I can tell you exactly what I see. I saw happiness with them. They're at the very beginning. This is like real. Their love is being tested and they ready for it. They're not moved by this as of yet. They welcome it. It's like their world is for the world. It's like she's like, I'm robust. I got a lot of love for you. None of this ain't gonna take me away. And he like, yeah, baby, I love the way you love me. Oh, love, baby. I'm feeling all of this. This is the energy that I'm feeling for them. I love the love. And she like big guys. Wow. She knows how to love him. It's like I feel like I'm at a party, but it's their party. It's like they have this bubble of their joy, and they're not going to let anything negative come up against it. And it just seems like he's like a rock to her for her watery places. It's like he knows how to keep her stable. It's like he says the right thing. He all up in her head, and you all are worried about him. And instead of y'all worrying about him, you better worry about her because she's been waterboarded. She's like, she's in it, guys. She loves him. This is what I'm seeing. Look at this. She's like, baby, my love's all for you. I'm hoarse. I'm giggly. I'm sorry. Baby Crone, how am I doing?
Doing good.
Okay. But there's that cycle. See, this is the beginning. Right now, we don't know how this is going to be. This is what she's saying. I could get hurt in this. That's why, I'm in. There's a part of me that's fighting, and there's a part of me that's fire. And between the two, I could get hurt. I got a lot of stake in this. This man is younger than me. She says, I done thought about it all of it. But yet, I'm not going to let him walk away because I'm going to listen to what the naysayers say and let them judge what they do not know. I'm driven to do it. I'm feeling it's like they got a magnetic pull. Why? Because it's energy. It is destined for them. They're opposite of each other on the wheel. What do you mean? That means wherever he go, she go. Am I right?
Yes.
So wherever that will is, they're always looking at each other. Let me go another way. Like a Sagittarius and a Gemini. So when a Sagittarius and Gemini, one of them is probably soulmated, not meaning both, but they got a magnetic pull. So no matter where they go, they're always looking at each other. They're always there, interchanging. So they are with someone that's intimately known. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I hope you understand it. At least that's the best way I can explain it. So here I see on phase level 2, I see this is their beginning. They happy. They got big dreams. I don't think they're thinking about marriage or anything. I don't think that she's talking about children. Nothing. It's just that she's fruitful in so many ways that he needs. And yet, it's like they want to move away from all the negativity. They want to get away from it. It's like it's dragging them down. They don't want to be dragged down, and they fighting for their love. Yes, and hope is coming because when he feels down, she lifts him up and vice versa. But they just seem so mature, so over the whole thing. And they be, and I think they just moving away, and they're going to do when I say move away, they're going to do what they want to do. This will blow over probably before they break up. If they break up, and like I said, this is watery grounds. People are trying to break them up. People don't want them to be together because they are appalled over the age difference. This world. But ruling cards prevail. It isn't going to be easy at all. They're going to go through a testing of the relationship. And at the end of the day, will this be live or is it fake? Is it going to be them really singing live, or is it just going to be a music playing in the background of what was because somebody filmed it on a video? Because right now, I see that they're going through, or if they're not, they're going to go through some cycles, some changes. Things are changing, things are moving on. However, I see a halt there, like don't give up. And then I see that maybe they have to separate, not them separate, but separate from all the noise. Stop giving interviews. They may have to do something like that as she heals or as he heals. But I definitely see that they got it. At this point, do I see that they're going to make it in a relationship? Let me ask that because of this. Do I think they're going to make it in the relationship? Is this relationship, is it now or is it for now? What's that word?
Is it for now, forever?
No. Okay, I'll use it though. That's not what I want. Is it now or is it for a time's time? It just seems like, I don't know if this is what people are saying, because it seems like everything is up and everything is so beautiful and everything is so wonderful. But then it's going through a dark phase where I see a hope, that's maybe trying to get away all that darkness, and maybe the stress of it. The stress of it, the uncertainty for her. He's younger, listening to people, maybe take a toll. And even though they both are strong, I definitely see it may be hard for them to stay together. However, this is a 5. And when I see a 5, yes, it's friction, but it also means that help could be coming. It could mean that their relationship is going through a testing of time. And they understand that. Because if it's meant to be, it will be. And she loves him and he likes it. It's like they love each other before as young love could be. But what do I see? I see that there is some darkness, some things they have to deal with. And I think it's all of this. I think what I'm getting out of this, they need to stop giving interviews. Because it's starting to take a toll, maybe. Where it could be trying to split them, maybe being guarded. Because she's already insecure. She loves him. Well, you know what I mean, as far as love is this relationship, But, they got issues that they got to work through. Kids and all of this. But, Yeah, I see 2 5s. So this could be a for now. Like this could be, it could be a lot of friction. It could just maybe be too much in time. Could prove to be too much. Right now, I'm seeing that this is going to go through a whole lot. It's good now. It's a good for now. But I think all of the friction and all of the judgment and all of the stone throwing, I think that they may go through a dark time where they may split up for a while, because I just see that they need a mediator. They need some peace. They need somebody to come in and sort out her insecurities, her fears. He doesn't have them because he's young, but she has them. And he tries to soothe her, but sometimes it's just not enough. And sometimes the weight of all of this may get in the way, but we'll see. That's just my read. You have a question?
Yes, my question will be, how is Larsa and Marcus doing right now in their relationship?
Ooh. Oh, they got the wheel of fortune. So right now everything is working in their favor. Anything that they touch is working out. They're in the magical phase of their relationship right now. They made it 7 months. They feeling really strong about themselves right now. Yeah. So this may be a relationship that may last for a year or two. 2 years, maybe 3. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But whatever it is, yes, it's like it's fruitful. It's working. You know, it's not wearing anybody out. They're having a good time right now, but it looked like things are going to change. Ask me another question.
My next question is the relationship between Larsa and Marcus balanced?
Oh, you playing dirty. It's balanced as far as finances.
Okay.
Because she doesn't need him financially. So financially, they can be with each other because it's not a money thing. She's her own person. So it's not. And I guess they both have strong legacies. And with that being said, I put it with I think their families might really, really get in between of this. I'm really seeing that either it's the family, it's the legacy, it's maybe the football. It's so much going to get involved that I think that that's probably what comes in. Because at the end of the day, it's about the legacy. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it's like we don't want to tarnish the legacy. And that's what I see. I see this fight is about a legacy. And I see that they're hanging in there, but I don't know. I don't know. And like I say, when I see 5s, maybe somebody can come along with an idea to make this feel good, where they could be together and find peace. If not, you know, they could break up. But right now, I do see this relationship headed for some, a lot of mental, a lot of psycho war, a lot of friction and fieriness. Mm-hmm.
How is the families feeling at this moment?
The families are feeling overwhelmed. They feeling like this is just too much TV. This is just too much. This is too much attention. It's just too much. They feeling overwhelmed, according to the card.
Oh.
Feel like it's overwhelming. It's too big. It's, you know,
could it be bringing back like maybe past memories or emotions?
Yeah, it could be bringing back a lot. Yeah, a lot of emotions. What it was like with Scotty, and what it was like with Jordan. Isn't it Jordan? And yes. How they didn't. Whatever the name was. What his name? What's the name of the boy? Jordan, right?
Marcus Jordan.
Jordan. So Michael Jordan, right? So Jordan, probably bringing back all these ugly feelings. Maybe not for the people, but maybe for the viewers.
Okay.
The viewers and maybe family members. Bringing up all this, so they didn't get along, you know. Pippen said he was selfish, all this stuff. Who knows, you know? I don't follow football. I'm not a basketball, there you go, person. So I don't know much about it, but because I follow what's going on in the news, I'm current. We are a news station that do it by tarot, and this is how we tell our news, by this, and I love it. Wouldn't do it any other way. Baby Crone.
Yes, my last question is...
But did you like this?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
My last question is, what is the outcome for Larsa and Marcus?
Whatever this card says, I'm going to say. I see that this card has 2 5s. Whenever I see 2 5s, that means that they're going through a big trouble. So they're going to go through a dark time, some kind of separation. Not a separation where they're separated, where maybe it just becomes too heavy, too strong, too much, or maybe too much for the families, you know, where they may have to separate and find a mediator to try to help them fix, because I do see 2 5s. And if it's 2 5, there is a 2. And that means they could be joining back together. That part I'm not clear. But this card would definitely say, oh, yes, well, I see 1. So that means new beginnings. So they're going to go through some stuff. This is rough. this is rough, but if it's meant to be, it will be. But they're going to go through a rough time, maybe even a time where they separate a little bit, maybe to deal with family or whatever. But I definitely see that things are going to get rough with them. Maybe we will hear about it, maybe we won't. But it's not going to be an easy one, because if this is the love, if this is love, then this is the love. This is the love of a century. And you got to understand, if this is the love, they found each other in the universe. You got to understand, they found each other against all odds in the universe, right?
Yes.
Okay. With their fathers opposites of each other, and in the midst they found each other. You just got to see how the cards are playing in this. And if it's meant to be, they will be no matter what. And they know that. They have something magical with them that they are trying to find out. And I hope they get a chance to listen to this video. And I hope it gets to them, because I'm rooting for them. And most of all, hold your head up. All is well. If you believe in love, the world will believe too. And that's my read. You said that. That is not my read.
You got to add up the numbers.
There we go. I did it again. Baby Crone. When will she learn? Because I definitely see that they're going to go through some rough times. They could be going through rough times now. But I truly believe love keep them together. Because just as anything, it has to be tested. And they're going to go through some rough times. Because I see cycles. So right now they are in this. They in the, the baby throes. Wait till a year or two go by. You know, this has got a lot to prove. But I do believe they love each other. For whatever that means, only time will tell. Now, I see a 3.
Okay.
4. Oh, had 2 4s. Okay. Foundation. Okay. They strong. Yep. I see an 8. I see an 18. I see a 6, a 2, and a 2. So there was a lot of doubles. So yeah, I definitely see that the cards are for them. It's for relationships. It's for 2s. It's got a lot of 2s.
Yes. And funnily enough, their number added up to an 11.
Another one. Wow, what's going on?
I don't know. Like you said, that portal got some type of magic.
Well, you know, this is Lionsgate.
Yes,
and
it
here,
is.
anything, the portals is open, guys. So anything you want, this is a time to put your petition in. I would have done something, but I was sick. I'm still going to do something, but I had been sick and I couldn't go out in the sun. And that's why I couldn't do it. But you know what? I'm not going to say what Chloe says. When you make plans, God laugh. I will not say that. All that says to me is be innovative. Think of something else. You know what? The Lionsgate got to close too, but we got a ways to go. So it will work something out until I'm able to stand out in the sun again. So 11. So what that means is, that's what I'm saying. There's something very spiritual about this relation, something very spiritual about this union before I even knew it was 11. And 11 is a sacred number. So it is like, this is like a number. So it's like what I'm getting between them, as it always. It's like the future with the past. It's like the beginning meeting the end and finding the compromise to blend between the 5 and the 5. You understand? To find the blend with the 2 thumbs. You see? And that's what I see. I see that they are going to go through some struggles, but it's only to test if this is real. Neither one of them want to waste any time. Even though he's 32, this man don't feel 32. This man feels like I'm old. I've been around. She feels like I'm young. I got a lot of love to give. Don't let my age judge me. She's a well-kept woman. To pull a 32-year-old man at 49, she's not 50. She could probably still bear babies, but I don't know. And I think that's what the card was saying too. So she's a portal, and this relationship has to go through something to mending the gap. Maybe them being together could mend the gap between Pippen and Jordan, because people are talking about it. But whatever it is, it's a moment. It's something that they need, and in time, it will be revealed, because time tells all things. They're at that place where the beginning meets the end and you're finding resolution. And that's what they're doing. It is not easy. So let's ease up on them and let them have the space they need to grow and find where they fit in the cosmic world. And that's my read. And they have an 11, which is a portal and a sacred number. You see? A gate that they have to go through. So I give them strength and I wish them nothing but the best. And I hope they make it. Why? So maybe I may find somebody 32 years old and say, hey, he's it. We don't know. We got to stop making age a thing, right? We all do. Well, that's my read. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. What's left of it anyway. And have a good day at work tomorrow. Sunflowers.